Testing. The mic seems okay. Testing, testing. Alright. So, hello everyone. We are back. This is now, I believe, part 8 of my Dragon's Dogma playthrough. This is Dempsey Roll, by the way. I actually haven't said that. My Twitch handle is Epo Dempsey Roll, but I mostly just like to go by Dempsey Roll. Someone else took it already, so I had to add something else to the front. And I'm sure anime fans, longtime anime fans, might know what that name is about. Hajime no Ippo, the long-running boxing manga and anime. It's one of the first anime that I watched after taking a very long break from watching anime and following it. Kind of got disinterested with that for a very long time, and then a friend showed me Hajime no Ippo, and I was like, wow, this is good stuff. And that kind of paved the way for getting reintroduced with anime. Anyways, here we are, just outside of the starting village, and I got a new pawn. I fired the last guy, so here's the Hound. Someone made the Hound from Game of Thrones, and he's not looking straight at me. Hold on a sec. Yeah. Not a bad job. I think they did a pretty good job of recreating the look of Sandor Clegane. I think that's the Hound. Sandor? Yeah, because Gregor is the older brother, the mean one. There's a rabbit. We're not killing rabbits. You know, in hindsight, I should have named my pawn something like a pop culture reference, something from a TV show or whatever, something that people would get. And that way more people would hire her. Because that's all I go for, right? I try and hire pawns that I recognize. Like the Hound here, and I got Guts before. So what is the objective for today? Well, let's take a look at the map. And I as is custom, I pressed the wrong button for the map. Here it is. Quests, actually. Burden of Proof. No, we're not going to do that. Yes, a troublesome tome. Head for their territory in the south of Grancis. Let's view on map. Okay, so we're gonna... Okay. So let's close the list. And we have to make it past the encampment. Can I zoom in just about here? We're gonna have to set a waypoint, waypoint 1. And then, what is this? The Witchwood. We are not going to the Witchwood. We're going to go this way. So at this fork in the road, we'll make it waypoint 2. And then somewhere here, waypoint 3. And that should pretty much tell us all we need to know about where to go. So let's do it. Off stream, I took a look at my items and armor, healing stuff, also for the pawns. Just did a bunch of that stuff. The upkeep. I crafted some stuff. Not a big deal, but not something I want to spend too much time doing on screen. I mean, maybe people can do it really quickly and they know what they want. And they can just kind of zip through the menus and everything. But for me, I actually really do take a long time on menus, and I look at stuff and I go back and forth wondering what's the best thing. Yeah. I'm kind of slow that way. Let's just get a drink of water before I head down this path. It's important to stay hydrated. Just gotta make sure not to. Oh, you know what? I also changed my my skills. I was mostly just experimenting with my skills, and I don't actually know if this setup is good. I've got advanced trigger. That's the launcher into a fireball explosion. And then I got a new move here called Helm Splitter, which I can show you right now. It's that. It's pretty neat. I was thinking maybe I could do advanced trigger into Helm Splitter, but I actually haven't tested it out. I don't know if I'll have to use the cancel in between. But actually you can do this. Helm Splitter, reset, Helm Splitter. So you can actually get some big airtime with that. So check this out. That's pretty cool, right? Maybe it's only cool to me. There isn't any trap here, so that's good. Still don't want to use. I still don't want to run too much. This is a slow run. That's what I've actually come to decide, that this is the name I'm going to use for this run, the slow run. It's like the total opposite of a speed run. Yeah. So okay, there's no bandits here too. They predictably will be here whenever they spawn. They'll always be on this spot. They never spawn, you know, in random spots. But yeah, they're not there all the time. Definitely we'll encounter some more bandits once we take this fork in the road. It's coming up. Pretty sure we gotta go this way. As you can see over there, that's like a ruined fort. And that's where the bandits are. And again, I'm just walking because I don't want to. I don't want to get overwhelmed by bandits. Is that a bandit? I think it is. Let's give him a welcome. Let's try and deal with them from afar. They look pretty tough. And that was a miss. Just go for one of these. Did that hit anybody? It doesn't seem like it. Let's go for another one. Oh, I got hit by one. I got hit by a mighty bend. Jeez. Let's get in there. Okay, so I tried to see if that would work. And it doesn't look like it'll work using those two skills together, just raw. I might have to cancel. Okay, that's getting closer. That might actually work. I did use the cancel there. Oh my gosh, the damage. The damage is real. Let's try these desiccated herbs. Crafted those. Okay, we're gonna back off. Is that a 2-for-1? Let's help out the hound.
I'll help it as best I can.
Oh, damn. And he ran away. Okay. Let's go for this. One more. Not very strong. Woo! Okay, another safety heal coming up. This is a good opportunity for one of these. I really like the oh, my battery's low. We'll wait till this combat's over. That guy's running, so we'll deal with him later. I just don't want to get overwhelmed. Ah, missed. Oh, that kind of worked. That actually worked. That was pretty cool. I didn't do the second phase of advanced trigger there. Ooh, that guy's got a stinger. Ooh, back up, back up, back up. Ooh.
They attack in quick succession.
Ooh, what am I? Oh. Let's get to my pawn. Sheesh. Okay.
They attack in quick succession.
That was a little tough, not gonna lie, but it was manageable.
Leave it to me.
Let's just see what we can find. I didn't want to get that hoe, but nevertheless I have a hoe now. Nuts. Twig bean. Whatever. Nothing too important there. If I'm not mistaken, there's a Cyclops down there. Somewhere walking around there, and I think we'll take him on, but only after we do everything that there is to do up here. So welcome. Let's say hello to that guy. Wow! So usually Mighty Ben causes knockback, but not to these guys. Oh, there you go. Ooh!
Now let's expose that your one strike.
I've learned of beasts. Anytime.
The road splits
So my general rule with the other pawn is that I like to take a higher level pawn than my current level, and
What could it be meant to defend?
okay, let's see. Oh, we're not gonna get into fights here? Okay.
I reckon we have absolutely nothing to talk about.
Alright, if you say so. Ooh, different music. Higher level just so that I don't have to keep on replacing them.
Something nearby.
And so when the current pawn becomes 1 or 2 levels below me, that's when I'll fire them and get a new one. But I like the Hound, so hopefully we'll stick around. We'll stick with him for a little while at least.
Let's speak with he who leads this battle.
Whoa, what's going on here? Let's just scope this out. The Hound really wants a good look at what's going on. Yeah. See, this is what it's like when you don't have video games, you know? People just go nuts. They don't have anything more constructive or peaceful to do. You gotta fight each other.
Aye, the Grimoire is here with me. Sadly, I've no mind to give it up.
This guy looks
Nor
cool.
do I have want of your core. Now, if there were aught I wanted, gold had failed. I would next try steel.
Steel.
Have you the
If I recall, there's a treasure chest atop this vault's tower.
Aye, the Grimoire. Sadly, I've no mind to give it up. Nor do I have want. Now, if there were aught, well,
It's possible that this mission...
Master. No doubt they've hidden the tome carefully.
I'm just trying to pay.
A bandit hideout.
Just trying to hear what the Hound has to say here. But as I was saying, I think that this quest might involve invading another group, so to speak, another faction, and you kind of have to decide whose side you want to take, something along those lines. But let's just explore this area first.
These all know we've not to gain from unnecessary combat.
It's getting dark, so I'm gonna have to take out my lantern soon. But there is an item to get somewhere here. I think I can get down there. Let's just go down. Oh. Whoa! Okay, there's a way to get back up. There might be something down here. Or not.
That hole is a home to thieves now.
There's a side entrance, and I'm pretty sure a Cyclops is roaming around somewhere down here. Which I don't want to deal with right now. Jeez, it goes down a lot. They really thought about this, even though I don't really think there's anything important to do here. What's this guy all about?
What not to say to you.
Okay. Shield is glowing. That's pretty cool. How do I get one of those? Let's get out the lantern. It's half full, so I'll have to fill it up at some point. But we're not engaging in battle here right at this moment, so it's fine.
Reasons not to. It's an impressive structure.
Okay. Nothing here. One thing I'm actually not too sure about is the hierarchy of healing items. Like, is a desiccated herb better than, you know, a potent Grimoire-ish compared to a hard spud milk or hard spud juice? I'm really not sure. And that's one thing. That is a critique that I have about this game. It's just that there's a lot of redundancy.
First find their leader and its
Like,
master.
I appreciate when things are streamlined and that, like, you know, a healing item is a healing item and there's only one. Like in Dark Souls, like, you know, you've got your Estus flask, and it can be upgraded to be better, but that's it. You know, oh well, I mean, there might be some other alternative ways, but that really is your primary way of healing. But in this game, there's like multiple items that essentially do the same thing, and maybe to varying degrees of effectiveness, and they have all different names, and you can craft this thing and that thing. And to me, it's just like kind of overkill, you know.
That tower will offer a commanding view. Perhaps we can stay. There's a way
Dusk
up here.
shoes. Okay, we'll just go up the stairs normally, and then we'll try and see how high we can go through platforming after. Okay, might have to do a jump.
This fort holds many twists and turns.
It's
Take
this
care
way.
you don't fall, master.
Okay,
Upward, Master.
they're telling me to go upward. Which means we gotta jump. There's no treasure. I thought there'd be treasure up here. Oh wait. Okay. Aha! What is this? Salomet's Grimoire. Now that was for a quest. Deliver the Grimoire to Stefan. That's someone over in Grand Soren? Ah, I opened up the proper button for quests. So let's see. Yeah, so this... excuse me. Return to Grand Soren and give Salomet the Grimoire to Stefan. That's another quest line as well. I definitely want to do that. Okay, so let's go down. There's nothing else to see here, and unfortunately it's dark, so we can't really get a good look at the view from up here. That's the ocean. Big mountains, which you never climb, unfortunately. You know, it would have been cool in a Death Stranding kind of way to be able to to climb the mountains. Like everywhere you can see, you can go. That was really cool. And actually, that's one thing that this game and Death Stranding share in common, to me at least, is this idea of journeying and traveling, and having the right equipment before you venture forth, and being mindful of the equipment that you have, and making sure that it's effective. You know, just that sense of being prepared before you make your journey. That's a big deal in this game. If you decide to play without using fairy stones, which is the intent of this run, at least eternal fairy stones, and that is also the vibe of Death Stranding. And I really can't think of any other games that pull that off super well. Maybe the old like Baldur's Gate games and Neverwinter Nights, maybe. It's been a while since I've played those. I would like to come back to them at some point, though, because those were very important games to me as a teenager. Loved playing them. Oops, I think we're outside. This is not where we want to go. Everything looks different that night. Okay, we gotta get into the central part. Maybe this way? What? Oh my gosh. This way? How do I get down? A whole day is gonna pass before I figure out how to get down normally. Everything is dark. You can't even see only like a few feet past your face. Is there anything here that's important, by the way? No. Okay, let's just walk and not run. And worst comes to worst, I'll just jump off the ledge and see where that takes me. Oh, okay. This is a puzzle. This game is now a puzzle game. Okay, here we are. This looks like something. Okay. So we gotta get this guy. Hold on, what's the quest here anyways? The one that I was originally doing. Troublesome Tome. Okay, but that's not the main thing I wanted to do, is it? I guess it is. Oh yeah, that was the quest then. Because everything else is just kill X amount of enemies. So that was the one. I thought there was a second one to do here. There is, I will have to come back here at some point. There is more to do regarding that chieftain barbarian guy. There is more to do with him, but not quite yet. As I said, we'll have to... This guy's sleeping. Can I talk to him?
Cause trouble here, and you'll soon regret it.
Is he just talking in his sleep? If I fight someone, yeah, I think everyone will just turn on me here, and then it becomes a big brawl. But we're not going to do that. In this game, yes, it's an open world game, and you can attack just civilians, but I'm pretty sure like you just get arrested immediately if you do that, and then they toss you in jail, and that's not a big deal. You can just escape fairly easily. But yeah, it's not like Grand Theft Auto where you can go on the run and just keep on running and running around. So it's nighttime now. The golden rule is not to go out at night, not to get into too much fights and stuff. So instead, let's just walk around this general area in the front. Let's save first, actually. So save, get a drink of water. Remember to stay hydrated. This is a zero thirst stream. There will be no thirstiness in this stream. We always stay hydrated over here at Dempsey Roll. Okay, so what? Wolves? Do they hunt in packs? That's what people are saying these days. I don't see any wolves. Are you lying, Hound? Okay, no, I hear them now. Pow, pow. Okay, so they're fairly easy to deal with.
Watch your back.
So I'll just kind of chill here until daylight, getting into fights, but staying fairly close to the bandit camp here, so I can, if things get too saucy, I'll just run back there and chill. So my current loadout, it doesn't seem like it's very good for fighting big crowds. That's something I'll have to keep in mind and change before going further and doing something important. These guys are also, wow, the knockback. Also, when the sun starts coming up, I'll see if I can fight that Cyclops. Yeah, if it's even there. Sounds like there's more enemies, but I don't see them. Let's walk this way along the shore here. Okay, there's a cliffside. Oh, it's not that big. Don't want to stray too far. I don't know if you heard, but the Hound said it's likely rich in rabbit. Oh, that doesn't look good. This guy shouldn't be all that strong. Still trying to experiment a little bit with my skill setup. Unfortunately, you can only map 3 skills.
This was a proud wall once. Perhaps there's art nearby yet.
Okay, so there might be some treasure here, so let's take a look. We're just exploring around until daylight comes. I haven't done much random exploring of the general area yet on this run. I've sort of been sticking to the main path, so this is the first time I've really just wanted to look around. Okay, the Hound picked that up. That's good. I like it when my pawns pick up crap because that means I don't have to. And I don't have to fuss around with my loot. With my loot and my weight. Because I like to stay light. Whereas the Hound and Jerry can pick up all they want. I feel like my lantern is dying. Like, there's not enough light coming from it. Because that is a thing. It becomes dimmer the less oil you have. Oh, the music's changing. Nothing. It didn't last long. I'm anticipating something awesome. Like, I want to find something really cool, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Is there any treasure around here? We're just at the base of the bandit encampment here. This is the base of it. In the DLC Bitter Black Isle, you can get an eternal torch, or rather a lantern, infinite. You will never have to worry about oil. And I suppose I could have played a bit of Bitter Black Isle. Tried to find it. Okay, let's back up. I don't want to get overwhelmed. I could have tried to make it a little bit through Bitter Black Isle till I get that.
It'll take more than that.
But then that would mean I wouldn't have to think about oil anymore in the main game. And you know, it's just cool. You know, it's just another thing to think about, and it's not that bad, so it's okay. I'll live with it. Okay, see, it's not working. I'm still trying to figure it out. I think it does work. I did something close to that already. I just need to remember the buttons, be a little quicker. As you can see, Jerry was using the ice attack. It creates a platform supposedly that I can stand on. These guys also kind of remind me of Diablo 2 goblins. There's another one. I think he's dead. Did these guys drop anything good? Hunk of ore, yes.
What's this?
Hunk of ore. Coin pouch. Ideally, I would like to have several quests lined up that involve the same area. So if I were to come here to the bandit camp just over there, I would like to have done everything that's related to that area. But the other mission that I know for sure involves that area has not been activated yet. It doesn't seem like it, so I will have to make another trip here. That's okay. It's not that bad. I mean, this whole game world actually isn't that large, right? It's so long as you know where to go. You can actually run by most enemies here in this overworld map, and you can just run and avoid everything pretty much. I feel like I'm straying a little too far from the bandit camp, so I don't want to get much further than this, really. But in my first initial run of this game, like, you know, when you don't know what's out here, this is just very exciting. I don't know how it is to you guys, but like to me, like just walking out into the unknown, it's just really interesting and exciting to me. And actually, again, that's a trait that's common. Let's just make it to that rock, and then we'll turn around. With Death Stranding, it's just walking into the unknown, you know, and not knowing what you might find there. Other games have that too, I'm sure. What is that guy? What is that guy? No, it's a tombstone. What is it? Oh, this might have something to do. This might be super important. Cape flower. Let's read that. Cape flower. Okay, maybe here. A wildflower that grows in seaside highlands. Combine it with other materials to produce odd of use. Okay, so... Oh wait, I've got a key item. Wormwood perfume, a fragrance said to keep dragons at bay. More trusting souls might pay good coin for such questionable wares. So somebody wants that. I don't know who. I see some fires over there. I think that's probably more goblins. Southern oregano. Southern oregano. Alright, so let's head back. The sun's rising. So next, I would like to fight the Cyclops, if it is there.
Take care when walking up the water.
Try and be mindful of the stamina. Here's some cows.
These goblin tracks. They are troublesome in groups. Like rats.
Eradication site. What's the deal with that? Looks like a war was fought here. There's some really cool environments in The Witcher 3. Like, you would just walk around and ride your horse and there would be bodies like strung up on... Let's not fight those guys. I don't want to deal with that right now. Strung up on poles. Or like a huge battlefield and you're like, damn, what the hell? Like, there was a huge battle? What's going on? All these dead bodies. I'd like to come back to that game and finish it. I haven't finished it yet. Although my understanding is at the point at which I stopped was actually sort of like the high point of the game. So, I don't know. I think I was about a third, not even 2/3 of the way through. I did the Butcher of Blaviken mission, and or quest line rather, and yeah, it sounds like that's the best thing in the game. I don't know, because I haven't played the rest. I'd like to find out. Ah, here is the troll, or Cyclops.
There's not to see here. Let's press on.
It looks like there are other... Let's save. So it's early morning, and we're going to take that guy on, and if there's still daylight, I'll try and make my way back to the city, the town. Are these guys friends? They are not. Let's take on that archer. Oh, there's a lot of them. Okay. Chill. I'm gonna have to rely on that move a lot, and fighting at range. Okay. Sheesh. Oh, okay. This is getting a little hot and heavy here. And we definitely don't want to get dead. We don't want to get dead. Okay, so we're backing up. My archery is not that strong. See, he tried to do what I was gonna do, what I do. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine fighting these guys plus the Cyclops though? Oh, here comes the giant Cyclops. Okay, we're doing it. So he has a helmet on, covering his weak spot. Let's do a safety heal. Okay, the strat is to climb up, and attack him in the head, and hope that he picks at his face, which will in turn get him to take off his mask. I think that's the strat. Where am I? Oh, I'm at his hand. Okay. Lightning seems to be pretty darn effective, so that's great. Let's get on his head more. We want him to touch his face, and that'll get him to take off his mask, I think. We gotta, once again, be mindful of the stamina, so let's jump off for now. Roll. As you can see, there are dots underneath the health. Oh, did he collapse? Okay, so we're gonna go crazy time on his head. So long as I can find my character. Let's go. Oh, these freaking guys are here too. That is no good. Let's try and deal with them first. Let's deal with this guy, stupid jerk. Okay. I think we might be clear of... Whoa! Big swings. Okay, that missed. We want to get him to collapse. Get him to fall down. Did a little shimmy there. Is he gonna take off his mask now? It looks like he wants to take it off. Stupid guys here. Trying to get rid of them. Okay. Let's give him another one of these. Give him one of these. Okay. He's gonna collapse again. Let's climb him. And you can jump and then climb again. Not doing too much damage. I wonder if there's something... Yeah, that's what I want to do. Okay, he's on fire, but I don't think I'm on fire, so that's good. He's on his last bit of health now. The little dots represent another bar of health, so he doesn't have any more bars. This is it. Running out of stamina, so let's jump off. Ooh, out of stamina. Get up, get up! Oh no. Roll back. Just pepper him with arrows. Okay. Oh, that was a big hit. Safety heal. If I ask for help from my pawns, I think they can buff me, I think. Okay, we're making progress. Okay, it's almost done. Nice. Misshapen eye, twig beam, rugged bone. Wow.
Crates may hold art of use.
That was pretty good. I tried to get him to take off his helmet, but he never did. I wonder how does one do that?
Careful, Master. The bandits here are just demons. Endeavor to be ever calm and balanced.
Okay, so
Bide your time.
now the plan is to make it back to Grand Soren, I believe. Quests, yeah. Okay, we're gonna make it back, and let's actually take a look at the map. Okay, so we'll just follow these numbers in reverse order, and then after that, it should be pretty clear as to which direction to go. So I believe this class, the Strider, and then the upgraded one, the Ranger, have the best stat growth for stamina. So I'm on the right path. I definitely want to get more stamina so I can experiment with my skills. Because right now I really can't play around with my skills all too much because I run out of stamina. Just gotta walk. And one thing that I like about this game, following the point that I made before about that feeling of going on a journey, is that it also kind of reminds me of Lord of the Rings. You know those scenes in Lord of the Rings where you're just like the Fellowship, they're just walking around mountains and stuff? That's what this game reminds me of. just a party, just a band of warriors going on a journey. I mean, those guys didn't even ride horses all that much as well.
Keep watch for falling rocks as we walk the slopes, Master.
They would definitely have to reconsider the entire game world if horses were available. Like, the spaces would have to be more open and the world would have to be bigger, because even as it is right now, the size of it is made for someone to walk and run through it, not a horse. Because you would just go through it that much faster, and then the world would feel that much smaller, you know? And it's already a fairly small world. Okay, so we probably might run into more bandits. Yes, I just heard one.
They're armed, Master.
I'll help her as best I can.
Is that it?
We need to take this road north to find Wolves hunt and
Stamina,
packs.
see?
Are you all right, Master?
Here's the wolves. They hunt in packs. Right now they're not that bad to deal with. At night, I believe they're stronger.
Let's wait and see what they do.
So if the wolves get... If I run into wolves, I'll fight them, but I'm trying to just stick to the main path here. So that guy came on the main path, so we gotta get into this. And yeah, I'm going to have to change my my skills, because they're just not that great for dealing with a bunch of enemies right now. It's only good on like fighting one-on-one. Okay, that's not an enemy, that's just a guy. Definitely don't want to go around just killing random people.
Sorcerer Master, stay vigilant.
Ugh.
They're left exposed after a grand strike.
Oh my gosh, the stamina. Him too, look. Oh my god. Get up. I have to make better use of just the normals. I always want to just do special skills.
That was hardly a warm-up.
They're left exposed after a grand strike.
Okay. I'm gonna try and avoid most combat as I travel. Nope, stamina.
Monsters no longer haunt the roads is not far off. The sea is closer than I'd imagined.
There's a skill that you can get later on that gives you
Doubly sure which will see is
super just like you can run faster, super speed, I guess. And that's useful for traveling as well, if you're not going to be using warping. Yeah, so I'll definitely want to get that.
Quite the grand structure. A way castle, perhaps.
And another thing you can do to make traveling by foot a lot faster is take items that can make it so that your stamina doesn't deplete. Let's just bypass the harpies. They're such a pain in the butt to fight. Okay, they're getting... that one's in the way, so... no. Yeah.
I have it!
Any drops? Elongated claw, okay. So we're gonna fight some bandits down here, I'm pretty sure.
Tis uneven footing. Watch your step.
Pretty sure there's some bandits here.
Stay on guard.
Oh, I thought that was one. Looks like we're okay. Nope, never mind, I was wrong.
They're left exposed after a grand strike.
No one else?
Truly no easier way to cross this mountain.
Okay, great. Nice. There could be some goblins here. Yep. Let's say hello.
Careful, a goblin.
If it's blue, I guess that means there's enemies.
That was hardly a warm-up.
That's good. Let's give him one of these. I love the knockback. Another one can ambush you somewhere here. It's right there. Okay. Some more. There you are.
Even in numbers, overreaching is a weakling still.
No! Attack!
Fuck the king. That's like my favorite line from the Hound in Game of Thrones. When they're like, aren't you gonna help the prince or the king? He's like, fuck King's Landing. Fuck the king. That's great. It's definitely one of my favorite characters in the show. I mean, he wasn't a good guy, but I mean, who is in that show? Or book, rather. The Hound.
An imposing structure for what fell.
In other games, when you have to make a character, and if I make a female character, I usually go with Brienne, after Brienne of Tarth from Game of Thrones. That's also one of my favorite characters from Game of Thrones. Brienne of Tarth. And I thought her character in the TV show was great too. They did a great job. But let's not talk about the ending of Game of Thrones. Alright, so here we are. Back at Grand Soren.
The mild weather year-round makes Grants well suited for human life.
I think we came from somewhere past those mountains. Just on the other side of those mountains. That's kind of the direction that we came from. So, let's turn in this quest, and then I'll take a little break, because we're almost at the hour mark. And then we'll go on for a little more, I'm not really sure. Who do I talk to?
Cities, people,
Return to Stefan.
Stefan. Ah, this guy.
Salomet was a scholar.
Salomet.
A leader of the Council of Sorcerers. He was a genius, a luminary, until the day he went mad. He put the fruit of the Council's research to the flame and disappeared.
So we have his book now.
Geniuses are so oft touched with magic. madness. But enough of him. I care only about the tome he kept with him in his research. I would make it mine, sir. Even if it means sifting through the muck to find it.
Salomet's Grimoire, a legendary tome of potent magic. Magic in this world is spelled with a K, like it's this normal spelling and then a K added after. So that's how you know we're in a completely unique universe, okay? When they spell things differently. Any may wield it, but only once ere the book crumbles. Oh, wow. So it's like a one-use item, huh? Does it do something? A magic item. I think it does do something. So we're gonna give it to him. I think... Oops. I exited out of that. But let's just talk a little bit about something else that you can do in this game. So items that are of use to you, such as that Grimoire, which can be used in combat. I believe it's like a one-time lightning strike. You can actually make a forgery. There's someone here in this town. I think you head down this way, or rather that way. It's a forgery, and they can basically duplicate any item in the game. And I think the only thing that distinguishes it is that it says it's a forgery in the description. And it's possible that they might not have the same effects. And you can give those forgeries to the people that want those items and complete the mission. The mission counts as completed. And there might be some differences in terms of cutscenes. But we'll get into that later. So let's just give it to him, though.
Salomet
We'll be
was a
nice.
stump until I would make it mine.
Yeah, so here, have it. Knock yourself out.
Yes, this is it. At long last, Salomet's grimoire is mine. Wears a humble look, but there's an aura of such power about it. 'Tis a wonder.
I think he might say something a little different if you give him a forgery.
My thanks, sir. Truly, I must do aught to repay this kindness. In the future, should we meet again.
And we will meet again.
Filled with fear and awe, with trepidation.
Here's a crazy guy just talking his head off. Let's talk to him one more time.
Magic, at its heart, is the transmutation of the user's mind into a physical force. Its use requires a medium, namely the mage's own flesh. The brain and heart bear the greatest burden. It taxes the body no less than wielding an axe or great sword, though many seem to view magi as a frailer sort.
We dread the unknown.
Anything else?
And ill know how to respond.
Magic is potent stuff, and well useful, but the risks are dire. A single misstep, and the user's mind is forfeit.
None of this really matters in terms of gameplay, although it would be really cool if it did, right?
Hence, the long years of study.
I mean, you can learn magic and you're not going to go crazy or anything like that.
To control and direct the vast power being channeled. Much thought and effort has gone into turning what is useful into that which is usable.
Tis our nature.
The study of magic is a chronicle of the history of human arrogance. Too often, man is driven to acquire power beyond his control, and in so doing, delivers himself unto ruin. 'Twas a wise man said, "The fool who dons a cloak too long is like to stumble."
Is our own.
One more.
Man is apt to consider himself
Wow,
capable of
he
beasts,
just keeps on going.
elevated beyond their base and feral existence. But where magic is concerned, the lesser beasts are masters. 'Tis my theory man is at a natural disadvantage.
Okay.
While man is ever a jack of all trades, a monster is driven with perfect focus by overriding instinct. That focus lends force to their magic. Do you not agree?
Like, that's all super interesting, but again, it just really has no bearing on the game in a mechanical sense. What's a good game that has a cool magic system? I would like to know. there's a lot of books out there that have cool magic systems that are very well thought out. Sometimes even overriding the story itself. I can't think of any names right now. I'm drawing a blank. The one escapes me, but In the Name of the Wind is one that I really like. That has a cool system and a cool story. But you know what? Let's just take a break right now. We're at the hour mark. I've turned in that quest. The Hound is looking to buy some new equipment, it seems. So yeah, let's take a break, and then we'll sort of figure out what we want to do from there, what new missions to do, etc. I'll see you then. 10 minutes, 5 to 10. Catch you later. Alright everyone, we are back from my little break. I stood up, I walked around a bit, I got some water, and I think I'll have another sip of water actually, because it's important to stay hydrated. This is a zero thirst stream. There will be no thirstiness in this stream. We always stay hydrated. Okay, so have I equipment to enhance? I don't think so. We are now going to think about our next steps. Here's the Hound, looking really cool. Kudos to that player who made this character. He did a good job. So, let's look at our quests. Burden of Proof. Okay, that's defeat golems, harpies, blah blah blah. Okay, so all I have are defeat X missions. I don't have any real side quests or main quests queued up, so let's do another one.
The life of a salesman surely has its own trials.
The life of a salesman truly has its own trials.
Pawn Guild stands ahead.
Here's the crappy Pawn Guild. It's always so run down. Got anything interesting here?
So, this is the Pawn Guild.
Okay, let's add these. 20 snow harpies, yes. 44 undead. Such a weird number, 44. 36 skeletons, yes. 2 ogres. Oh. Slay 45 rabbits. Not happening, guys. Direwolves, yes. The Absent Apprentice. What's the description? Seems like youth of today have no desire for the life of a weapons merchant. In a perfect world, I'd have an apprentice to run my errands, and in truth, I've had more than a few. Sadly, their skill at metalwork rarely transfers to skills at staying alive in the field. So how is that related to killing 45 rabbits? I guess they use the skins for, like, padding and leather, maybe? Or fur for... I don't know. But I'm not doing that because this is a no rabbit kill run. There's multiple challenges on this run. I've gone through them, but one of the main ones is it's a no rabbit kill run. We are not doing that, other than the times that I did. Alright.
So quiet.
Almost fell off.
Guards do have much to worry on.
Even at its worst, the world is ever home to hope.
Okay, sure.
I suppose you've a tough look to you, that's true. Still...
What? Listen here, kid.
We must all of us endeavour to remain calm and resolute.
Sure. Excuse me.
Even at its worst, the world is ever...
Shut up. Don't say it.
There's all
Okay.
twisted in this world of ours.
Is there any mission up here? Closed. No one here. Whee!
Longevity can seem a curse when it means living to see such times.
I love the voice work.
It will be my honor to show you the ready charges for the worm hunt. The choice is yours.
Okay. Decipher a text. I don't remember what that's all about. Aid a research team. I know what this is. Route a monster infestation, so we might do that last. Let's see what this is. Decipher a text.
Certainly. Then here I have important work for you. though some is of a less urgent nature. The task at hand is just such a case. Will you take it on?
Yeah.
As I was setting about to find work for you, I came upon this slate. I know not its origin, nor its age, but the writing it bears is old. So old, our men could only read a few words. Dragon, scar, arisen, heart. What little we know all points to you, sir. Best you should have it. If there's aught of import written there, we need to know. Your task is to find out.
Inquire around town. So now I think I kind of remember what this quest is, and it's pretty cool. I feel like this quest kind of opens up the lore a lot more, which rhymes, and you just kind of get a better understanding of what's going on and the history of this world and what the Arisen means and the dragon. That's what this quest is all about, I think. So I just wanted to see if there's any treasure back here, and there's not. I've been made a fool of. What's back here? Looks like there could be something here. Aha! Treasure. And it's a Seeker's Token. What do those do? I think they can be sold for a lot of money. A relic from another age. A rarity. It's a rare something. I think they can be crafted. This is a cool mission. So we're just gonna walk around and see if I can talk to anybody. Actually, I think I have to queue up that quest. Yes, okay, so we gotta activate this, set as a priority. And now we can see who we need to talk to.
Who among you has seen the dragon? Who saw it rain?
Where is this circle? Oh. Okay, in the fields. Okay. Someone out in the fields. Might know what this is all about.
A cloud of unease hangs over the land these days.
Let's visit that guy that we resurrected his son. His zombie son.
I shall never forget your kindness. As long as I draw breath, Arisen, we will live each day to the fullest, my son and I, together as a family.
Is this him?
A man can get a notion of the size of an army by the count of the arms they buy. By that measure, the Duke's men are too few by an order.
Yeah, I mean, there's not many.
There's talk of begging help from the neighboring lands, but who can say when they'll arrive?
True.
I've no conception on the number of men required to fell a dragon, but I doubt the men now counted in his grace's employ are enough to hold even the castle.
Just me. I can do it.
Such a strange feeling, really. All the things I'd given up on suddenly seem possible anew. Thank you, Arisen.
This is the guy that I brought back to life. And I thought he might be a zombie now because when I brought him back, he was like, Father.
I ought to thank my father. I hear talk the world is in a dire spot, but my father and I will muddle through together.
That's nice. Good for him.
I ought to thank my father.
Yes, yes, yes.
Dragon, heart, and scar, is it? Does it have aught to do with that drawing? The figure of Hillfigure knoll? You know it, aye? The man drawn upon the hill north of the capital? He bears a scar across the heart. Or chest, at least.
'Tis a fair distance to Hillfigure.
Travel to Hillfigure knoll.
Prepare well.
Let's prepare well. Okay, point taken. I feel like I'm pretty well prepared. I'll get a few more healing items. But I won't upgrade my equipment.
Now, where Where shall we head?
Okay, so let's do that. Whoa, what's this guy's deal?
Hello.
Carrot.
Can I help you?
No.
Can I bid you fair?
Carrot. And what about you?
Someone must know. Hello.
Anastasia.
Yes, Arisen.
Oh, that's a pretty good pawn. So yeah, let's get some healing stuff. Wait, what's this guy's deal? Oh. Sorry.
A man in the field.
Dragon,
Oh, yeah. I still feel like I haven't fully explored this town yet. No, not you. You. Camilla.
Take care dealing with traveling. They're kind. Wes, take all the time you like.
So let's get some of this stuff. Let's get some of this stuff. Not really sure how much I should get. Oh wait, this is even better actually. This heals health and stamina. We'll get I don't want to break the bank here. Get that much, and we'll get. Ooh, I'm very heavy right now. Okay, so I have to dump some stuff. While we're here, let's just see what he sells. Looks like there might be some new stuff. Nothing that I can use for my class. So, whatever. Let's not... Let's see if we can enhance anything. No? Is this better than my current one? I'll have to check. Okay. Let's leave that. What about you? Okay, we can do 2 on this. Level 2. I'm not paying too much attention to what stats are buffed specifically, because all of this is just starter gear. It's not that great. It's just meant to tide you over until you get better equipment. So let's give some stuff to my party members. Let's give that. Wait, is this better than what I have now? I'm not sure. Just give to her. And give that to her. Oh. Okay, this stuff I'm gonna put into a locker. All of that as well. That should lighten me up. Oh, but I just remembered I wanted to give the healing items. So, we'll give her some of this stuff. Oh, she has 10 already? Okay. This guy can have 6. She can have another one. And the rest of it... Oh, wait. Give her 3. Give him 3. I'll keep 3 for myself. Actually, yeah. And then let's just dump some stuff here.
This inn can serve as the hub of our journeys.
No surprise.
And then we'll rest and then start the mission. Oh, before I forget, let's change my skills because my current setup is not that great.
What will it be today?
Set skills. Okay, advanced trigger I like. Helm Splitter is kind of cool, but I don't think I need it right now. Okay, what I like... Okay, we're back in business. Okay, so triangle I like to be advanced trigger. Scratch that. I like triangle to be... Let's put sprint on triangle. That's an advancing move. It's a different one than I had previously. And we'll put Helm Splitter there. I wonder if that's good. I really like implicate. Implicate, sprint. Let's take off sprint and get... Yeah, I really like this combo. It's what I was using previously. I'll experiment with different stuff another time. All of that is fine, and all of that is fine.
What will it be today?
Okay, now we're gonna dump some stuff.
What will it be today?
Deposit. This is the back fat oil is fairly easy to make, and it's good for replenishing stamina. You just use any kind of rotten meat that you have, plus a variety of other things like stones or knives, and that creates back fat oil. It's a little heavy, I'd say, but it's good for replenishing stamina, and it's easy to get. But all of this stuff we're gonna dump. By the way, this is Scour Scrag of Beast. A Scrag of Beast about to turn foul. Consume it to recover a fair amount of stamina. So that's just normal meat. It's the second level of meat. Like if you keep it in your equipment for long enough, it turns sour, and then after more time, it becomes rotten. And for the longest time, I thought that it had to be fresh, like to be usable and good, right? The freshest kind, the kind that you get immediately picking it up after a monster drops it. And that once it becomes sour, now it's on its decline. Like it was going to poison you or whatever, but look what it says, restores more stamina. It's actually better than the previous version. And then once it becomes foul or rotten, that's when it becomes unusable for the purposes of healing stamina, and I think it poisons you. But in this state, sour, you can actually get a lot of money from it, or a lot more money from it. I totally didn't realize that until I looked into it more. Fine, we'll keep that. We'll keep that. We'll keep that. Yeah. All that seems fine. Okay. I have a lot of arrows. I haven't been using them. So that's something that I'll have to keep in mind, just to see what it would be like to use them. Okay, so Dragon Spit. In fact, can I? Oh, I can't do that just yet. Drop that off. That might be useful. Throw Blast and Dragon Spit. These are virtually the same, and again, that redundancy I find kind of annoying, you know, because it makes me wonder, like, which one should I keep? All of this stuff we're gonna dump. All goes into storage. That stuff is key items. Yeah, I need that. I have a work table. I don't know what that's for right now. I'm gonna have to remember that. Okay, so how about my partners here? Just see what they have. Ooh, my weight is average. I want to get my weight to light. Have to take a look at that and see what would be a good lightweight. Oh, this thing's heavy, that's why, I think. 0.7? Oh, shackles. 3.1, that's heavy. See, immediately dropping it makes me light. all of that stuff is light, so it's not a big deal. Okay.
What will it be today?
So it seems...
Have your pick. Come again soon.
It seems like my actual equipment is weighing me down. I'm wearing equipment that I should probably go for something much lighter than what I'm currently using, but for now let's just stick with it. So let's save. Oh no, let's sleep and jump.
Have your pick.
Rest
What will it be
till the
today?
morning.
Understood.
Let's get a drink of water. Ah, my follower has returned. Huh. Oh. Thunderblade DX. I feel like that is somebody who's watching this stream right now. And his name is Ray. So thank you, Thunderblade XX, for taking my pawn. Huh. This is some... Wait, can I take all of this? Yeah, return it to previously equipped items, yes. He changed my pawn's... I actually didn't know you could do that. Change my pawn's clothes.
I've learned of beasts.
Alright. So let's get out of here. And we'll save. So yeah, one thing to keep in mind for next time is to change my armor into something lighter. I'm using armor that's probably a little too heavy for me.
Pray let me find him quickly. Like as not, he's sick with worry, searching for me as well.
What's that all about?
I don't know you.
Okay. Big Lebowski looking dude. What are you looking at?
The realm's in a right state, eh?
A right state. You know what? It's actually faster to get to where I need to go if I exit this way. I think. So we'll do that.
So quiet.
Hey. Who are you again? Oh yeah, Popsicle or something. Field.
Hello.
Valkyrie.
Yes, Arisen.
What happened to your pants? You're gonna see that a lot in this game. Alright. Did I save? Let's save. We'll get a drink of water. Alright, so let's open that up again. Make sure we're on the right quest, yes. View on the map. Close the list. Go to area. Wow. This general vicinity. And I want to say somewhere here is a place where I can rest. It's kind of like a encampment, another fortified position, which I think we'll make our way towards that place, and then here. That's the plan. And I'm sure we'll run into a lot of danger along the way. Let's do it. And then once we finish this quest, I think I might call it. Not sure how long that's going to take, but I'll probably stop right there. So far I've been kind of doing about 2.5 quests per session, which is decent. I'd like to do more, but I have a hard time just sitting in place for long stretches of time. I want to get up and do something else. I guess it's an attention span problem. I kind of know where to go, so I don't need to mark it with checkpoints. And I just realized that that the checkpoints that I set previously are still on the map. So let's get rid of them. How do we do that? Ah, okay, you gotta like that. Oh, see how the finger goes like shoo shoo. Okay, and I really don't think I need to do that for this journey right now, so I won't. Out of breath. Gotta remember to be mindful of my breath. And I think if I'm lighter, my stamina will refill quicker. So that's something, another good point about having lighter armor. Really? Punks?
I've learned new techniques against that foe.
Okay. They're not too bad. Chumps. The road splits, but I know that this is the way we gotta go.
This way.
I don't think we're running into more danger as of yet. You know, even in The Witcher, I don't think that there was a lot of random people just walking up and down the paths, as this game has. So that's kind of cool. It makes it feel like a little more realistic that there's you know, it's not just you walking up and down these roads, you know. They're well-used roads. Oh, I missed. I wonder what the modding scene is like for this game on PC, because I could see a lot of, I could imagine a lot of cool changes that people could make that would make the game a lot more flexible. For example, I can only have 3 hotkeys for skills, and I think having like 6 would be a game changer. Like just having 3 skills ready as a hotkey, that would be super nice. And harpies, we have to stay away from them. We don't want to get affected by their song. And I'm really crappy with the aim, as you can see. Oh man, that was sweet. I feel like such a chump. I'm not the one doing cool over-the-top moves. It's my pawn. Why can't I hit? Okay, there we go. It's another one down. Some more. Yeah, so do it. Awesome. Oh my god. Stupid harpies. Okay, let's move on. Oh, sweet. When I can hit them, the damage is pretty good, especially enchanted. More? Where? That's it. So as you can see, there's like a fort over there. That's where we're gonna head. And then from there we'll make it to our destination. And I don't think we need to wait till night. We'll just carry on. There's quite a few people you can talk to here.
Times are hard indeed. I'm damn sick of hearing people whinge.
Huh. Wind Bluff Tower. Is it possible to rest here?
I'm trying to keep focus. A fellow has to stay.
We've arrived at the Duke's northern stronghold.
Ah, the much celebrated Arisen. I'd have well liked to see you slay the Hydra.
I didn't slay the Hydra. Cool music.
The best men in the strongest hold are powerless without supplies to live on.
Even the
Alright.
dragon's hand is not enough to unite men's hearts.
Nothing too important here right now. I'd like to explore it, but let's just get on with the main quest. This is a good halfway point. If you needed to pass time and rest, this would be a good place to do it. But our ultimate destination is just this hill over here, and it's a little hard to tell, but there's the hill has a marking on it, almost like crop circles, or in Southern America, like Incan patterns on hills or something along those lines.
That must be the place.
Ugh, so many hydras. I mean, harpies. I really would not like. I really don't want to fight them all, but it looks like it's gonna happen. The fighter class has an attack which they can sort of make these like upward attacks from the ground, which is super useful. You know, the bow travels so slow. This is also the problem. It's not like a gun. Clearly it's not like a gun. Go, come here. Oh, this is so annoying. Okay, I got one. It's not like a gun where, like, the bullet travels instantly. It's such a slow-moving projectile. I just realized I have this. That could be useful. Using implicate. Bring them towards me. Alright. I don't think I can use implicate on a flying enemy. That's airborne. I'm not really sure. Okay, so that's pretty good. And we're still making it towards the hill here. Some apples. Can I shoot the apple off the tree? You can. Wow, super immersive.
They say in times long past, such Hillfigures were not uncommon.
It's hard to see. I think the camera will pan out so we can get a better look at it. But it's sort of like a drawing of a warrior. And as you can see here, these are just a bunch of rocks.
A former Arisen makes his home not far from here.
Somewhat reminiscent of Stonehenge or something. It looks very ancient.
Him who knows that I know what he seeks to know, knows it well, while he who knows not what I know.
My guy looks so bored. Whoa. Ooh, glowing. Glowing heart. Or where my heart used to be before the dragon took it. Whoa.
You see me, yes?
This guy looks badass.
Then congratulations on you. You have found the man you seek. I am, or was, perhaps like you, a child of man, bound to the dragon. Well met, young Arisen.
They look the same.
I am he was forged by the dragon.
His hands are blackened. See, take a look. It's this drawing of a warrior, presumably him. And there is a marking on the chest as well. So this guy also is an Arisen. Hillfigure knoll. This is underneath that sort of Stonehenge kind of structure. Let's try and listen to this music for a second. Running out of fuel. I wanted to listen to the music and just kind of do the whole slow walk thing. Add oil. Okay, back to slow walking. Bronze Idol, let's read it. That's a great bit of music there. Kind of reminded me of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Bronze Idol, a figurine required to do business with a talented artisan. This one is crafted from polished bronze. I think you need to take this to the forger, and from then on he'll sort of open up his services to you, which is to say his forgeries. Okay, let's just take a look around a little more to see what we can find before we talk to him. And this is clearly the oldest place that we've visited yet. I mean, we've been to the catacombs and that looked older, like an older civilization compared to Grand Soren. But this looks even older than that. It looks primitive, like...
What's this?
I don't know, like they were cavemen or something. Or just, not quite cavemen, but just super old. Like, look at the clothes that they're wearing. We'll take a look later. And the structures. This is a very ancient place here.
I'll take that.
Feathered cape. And another one of these fairy stone, or port crystal rather. What's here? Books. I like to read these guys. Super melted candles. Look at that one. Gonna need to replace it soon. And there's markings on the walls here. Kind of Celtic, I guess. Styled after that. It's just really old. And let's take a look at this guy. Does he have a name?
In the fullness
the Fool.
Of time, I shall come to know when the time has come. Know that all I know is that I shall know all who know me. I am not but my shadow, though my shadow be not shadow, but myself. I am come here at the end of my journeys, rich in scars and rich of mind. I am dragon-forged, knower of the beast, and known to it in kind.
Wow. Wow. So, the Fool in literature, like in Shakespeare, usually when I think of the Fool, I think of like a jester, a court jester, and usually they're taken to be a fool, as the name suggests, but they reveal a truth in their way of speaking. Like they might hint or suggest at the real truth of the story in Shakespeare or the themes. In Game of Thrones, the book, or rather A Song of Ice and Fire, there's a fool called the name escapes me, but he's a fool for a Baratheon and a friend to that girl, the girl with all the messed up face. Anyways, that fool speaks in a manner kind of like this guy does, and again, just like if you look at and pay attention to what he's saying, it sounds like there's some truth to what they're saying, that they're revealing something, but you kind of have to decipher it.
In the fullness of time, I shall come to know when the time has come. Know that all I know is that I shall know all who know me. I am not, but my shadow.
Okay, it's the same thing.
I am dragon.
That's trippy. And he does look like this guy, just a younger version of him. So this guy's the Arisen, as am I, and this is his pawn. And his pawn, he crafted to look exactly like him. Very weird. And is there a plan behind that? I don't know. Let's talk to him.
Well met,
the Dragon Forged
of
the present day.
Link in the grand chain. You have come seeking meaning for that slate and the words it bears. There is none.
That's what we came here for, by the way, just to remind you. We have this slate, and it has weird markings. We don't know what it says, and we thought maybe this guy could tell us.
None, save that it brought you here to me.
So there's no meaning to the markings other than the fact that I have to meet this guy.
Can be discerned only by the true Arisen. I am the Dragon Forged. Go now. Tell him that gave you the cipher of what you have heard here.
Sir Maximilian awaits word of what we've learned.
And that's it. That's all we needed to do here. Pretty crazy. He's got a helmet. There's a shield over there, and his javelin or spear, which the marking on the hill outside is based off of that. Let's talk to him again.
The slate you bear holds no meaning beyond having brought you here, Arisen. But take heart. Our meeting shall avail you better than any text could. My form can be discerned only by true Arisen. I am the Dragon Forged.
Why are his hands black? That's so weird. Crazy. Anyways, I don't think there's anything else to see here. I think I got all the loot as well. Let's take a look at that feathered cape. Feather cape, a cape favored by magical adepts. Let's give it to Jerry here. She'll probably make better use of it. And let's get out of here, right? Just gotta make it back now. It's probably almost nighttime. If it is, that might not be good, but we'll deal with it. Let's save once we get outside. I think the game does autosave during moments like this. Yeah, it says saving content. So I don't need to do that, actually. Can we get a good look at the drawing on the hill? Yeah. So there was Arisens even way back then. And I think this is the first Arisen that we've met, other than our own character here. There's his spear. Interesting. It's a very ancient Arisen. Looks like you can live a very long time if you become Arisen. And that means that the dragon is old too. Some mushrooms, sure. Still got daylight. So I think we'll make it to Grand Soren. And as you get more stamina, you can obviously run for longer, and then the trek to Grand Soren, it's not a big deal because you can just run. Even now, I could take items that help me deal with stamina depletion, but that's okay. I don't really need to do that. I'm not in a rush. I'd rather not use items that I don't have to. I'd rather conserve. Let's drop that. Get it. Woo! Rolling down the hill. Physics. Okay. What? Where? Where? Whatever. Trying to get back on path here. Alright. It's really being distracted by the going off the beaten path. Those diversions. That's the trap, right? Because you spend all this time exploring around, fighting, and then suddenly it gets dark. And I think that's the thing that made people dislike this whole notion of traveling around by foot and not using the warp stones as intended. That was the original intent of the game, which was, you know, after feedback, people didn't like that, so they changed it so that you could have an infinite fairy stone and warp from place to place. But I really do think it took away from this game. I've mentioned that before, and while we're walking here, we can discuss what maybe they could do in a sequel to maintain this feeling of traveling and exploration and preparedness. Yes, I walked by that guy who's dressed in a dress. Whatever, it's okay, it's his choice. What could they do to maintain that feeling without sacrificing, you know, without it getting too boring, right? Because that's I guess what people had problems with, was like it just kind of got boring walking around. And I think one thing they could do is perhaps have events, random events that happen as you're traveling, so you never know what can happen, you know, like a set of different ones that it can cycle through. You know, maybe you get robbed, maybe like some monsters can appear. That does happen to some extent in this game, but not, I wouldn't say it's something that was fully fleshed out. So yeah, I would like to see that more fleshed out. And another thing, so people who play this game nowadays, they largely avoid night by using the warp stone, right? But what if nighttime spawned special monsters, as it does now, like zombies and spirits and stuff like that? It spawned special monsters, but they dropped like really good stuff that you couldn't get anywhere else in the daytime, especially, right? Something to incentivize people to go out at night. That would be pretty cool too. Just in general, something that makes traveling on foot more interesting. Also maybe party chat, you know? Like in the Dragon Quest games, you can chat with your party and they have interesting things to say about the environments they see. These guys are chatty, but they never... you never feel all too attached to them in the same way you might a character that's more fleshed out, like in other RPGs. So that's something that would be neat. Your characters could provide context on a personal level about what these places mean to them, and that in turn would make you care about the characters and the environments too. That being said, and I have mentioned this before, but that artificial sense of this game, that feeling that everything feels a little hollow and shallow, from the people to the places, kind of half-baked. That is kind of a thing and a theme of this game that is explored, or maybe excuses are made. You pick. You can decide. As the game goes on, and especially towards the end, it does kind of make sense in a weird way. So let's turn in this quest. And I think after that, that might just be it for now.
Not a text, you say? A cipher?
A cipher.
Crafted to bring you to the Dragonforge. I see. If this man speaks true and is immortal, there's a fair chance he guided his grace as well.
So they're saying that his grace, the king, or rather the duke, is an Arisen as well, which makes sense given their symbol there. It's a dragon pierced by a sword.
Be that the case, his words are well worth heeding, sir. Meet with him as time allows. With luck, he'll lead you to victory as well.
I don't think I ever visited that guy at the Dragonforged again after this, but maybe I should periodically check in on him and see if he has something to say. Woohoo! Quest successful. So let's talk to this guy again.
It will be my honor to show you the ready charges for the worm hunt. The choice is yours.
So here's a new one. Hear the Duke's Directive. So that's something new that I can do. And that will progress the story further. And it'll close off any side quests that I haven't done yet from from this current region, or rather from from this current act, if you will. So I won't do that. I only needed to do 2 of Maximilian's missions to hear the Duke's Directive. But let's do these 2 as well. And I'll probably do them in another stream. And then we'll do the Duke's Directive. We'll do these, and then we'll see if there's any side quests left to do, and then we'll do the Duke's Directive.
Of course.
So that's the plan. But for now, I'll say that this is it for this mission, or rather this stream. Put away my weapons. I'll say goodbye, see? Thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll catch you later. Double jump. See you later.